between the Canes and the Noles, once upon a time, barely noticed outside the state of Florida. But those battles in the 80s and the 90s put both programs on the national map, made both of them champions, and we are lucky to have another showdown between these two today. And the Canes will kick it off to get us underway. Coming out with it, it's Sanford. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Florida State's offense will start this game off. This series is littered with Florida State heartbreaks in close games, but the last time they met, it was the Noles pulling out a close one.
Florida State found a way to get it done. If you can not involve the kicker a lot of times in this series, things will go well. But they executed. They made the plays they needed to. They got one in a row, Palmer. Can they get two?
And, David, at the end of the day, it was just Florida State that executed better. They made a few more plays, a few more explosive plays, didn't make the same mental errors, and that's why they won that game close.
Dropping back, it's Bruce. Quick completion on the out. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one high and deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Seminoles will punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So Miami's offense will go to work for the first time. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question is the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous...
Taking a shot on the first play. Touchdown, Canes! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Gives it on the option. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Fires to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Oh, they're after him. And pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Noles decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's got great speed. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Hurricanes can really attack on this 2nd and short. To the air, it's Gilliam. Fires to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Really nice job by the defender knocking that one away in man coverage. And he knew coming into this one that he was going to get attacked and they were going to throw his way. So he's showing you right now. He is dialed in, locked in. Really nice job on that coverage.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Mayer. the 25. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yep, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And the Hurricanes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. It's complete on the right side. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. He makes a grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line.
Come on, defense. You can't forget about the fullback. I know you don't see him too often, but this is a guy that can make plays, and on that one, he catches it for a first down.
Here comes the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Bruce. Quick strike complete.
I like the idea of trying to get this guy the ball in space. He's really, really dangerous, but that's just a better job tackling on defense for no gain.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The Seminoles will send out the punt unit. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake. Looking deep. Makes the grab at the 10. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Motion from the wideout. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He is kept
was tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking...
And they will score! Touchdown, Hurricane! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but, I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field, or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Bruce. Fires to the big fella. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. And the Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Running into the open space. There he goes. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Yeah, I tell you what, when you start a game in the first quarter and you show me I will run my quarterback like you did here, it makes me defend the whole field. It makes me a lot more nervous. You can tell this quarterback will be a threat throughout this football game.
Quickly out to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on the ball.
Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. First play of the period, first down here. Got it behind the line. It's Henry. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Snap to the back. Keeps it. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed. Stopped in the backfield. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Bruce. Gets rid of it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
If feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
They'll move the wide receiver. Off play action. Snagged in the middle. It's Mayer. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a first half.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. He leaves it with his back. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Illegal blocking offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. To throw, it's Gilliam. Makes the catch. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds his man. Touchdown, Canes! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
And that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game, and he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
Miami, 28. Florida State, 3.
Out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. Some misdirection with the counter. Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Back has it. Finds some fresh air. Breaks into the open on the left. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll go to the ground. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Back to throw, it's Bruce. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Noles looking to convert on 4th down. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Touchdown, Noles! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. To the ground with the back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
This running back in the Miami backfield is deadly because of his speed. He's so elusive. You get the feeling like he could score any single time he has the ball. He gives the offense a lot of balance, but he gives them that home run ability too.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Power football with the run. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center of the guard, the tackle doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. And the Canes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Scanning the field, it's Gilliam. Out of the backfield, he's open. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Gonna look downfield again. Touchdown, Miami! And they take it in for 6 more points. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. Looking for blockers. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Gets it out quickly. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. From the gun, the ground game. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Seminoles come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw, it's Bruce. Got the quick pass. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here.
The offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Offense calls a timeout here, critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
Slips through the line. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Looking downfield on first down. Pocket breaking down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Unloads it downfield. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. The Seminoles will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Makes the catch. It's Coffey. At midfield, he's got both. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that one.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles, and a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that sack.
It'll be 3rd and long. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. And they'll get him down after a solid return. The corners are walked up tight. From the gun, the running back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To the air. It's Bruce. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. And he forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They bring him down behind the line of scrimmage, and now he'll have to go back to work to get over 100 yards again for the day. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He is stopped right at the 21-yard line, and now it'll be 4th down and decision time. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Absolutely center cut.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hand and let him do his thing.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking to scramble. Unloads it left. It's caught downfield. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. The Hurricanes look to keep this drive humming. Leaves it with the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. They'll keep it on the ground. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. And the Hurricanes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together, back to back to back. And they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I'll tell you what, 4th quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football, eat that clock.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The option look. He'll pitch it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Hurricane. Excellent pass by the back on the option. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Picks up the 1st down, still moving. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Looking downfield, it's Bruce. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. From the gun, running back on the move. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. The throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Looking left. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Running back searching for a hole. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They've built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop you.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Makes a grab, he's got a 1st down. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. The Hurricanes continue to gain strength, and they have built a lead on the Noles.
I think that speed from Miami is really starting to show itself here in the football game, and it just doesn't look like Florida State at this point, David, can keep up with all of that athleticism.
Speed and swag. They got it going now. They got the confidence going, and when Miami gets the confidence going, it is tough to beat. Florida State's going to have to make something happen and make it happen fast.
They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Oh, he's got some space. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to pass, it's Bruce. With the catch, it's Henry. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Final minute. This game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far. And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. And the Canes will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout.
Man, you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile on.
56, Florida State, 13.
And he's going to bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Wants to throw. It's Bruce. Here's the pressure. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16.